What's going on, everybody? It's your boy LiL ToKe. We back with another video, and this is LiL ToKe Reacts. All right, I just watched the Lakers Heat game. I needed the Lakers to win. We won. My hair look crazy. I needed the Lakers to win. We won. Lakers won. Thank God. Without LeBron, Russ didn't do anything crazy. Thank God. All right. So what I'm gonna do is watch UNdisputed. That's what I said in the last video. Let's jump into it.
And we will be honoring the troops throughout the
UNdisputed,
day.
Skip
Right here,
Bayless.
I'm Jenny
Shannon
Taft,
Sharp.
Skip Bayless, and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Skip.
Oh,
I love Shannon Sharp. That's my guy.
I hereby nominate Russell Westbrook for mayor of Los Angeles because I think he could win today. In fact, Shannon, I heard they were going to have a parade today until they heard you were out of town, so they said, well, we better wait until Monday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're going to have one. We're just planning the route and, you know, how big it's going to be. But we're going to have a parade. You saw what we're capable of, Skip. That's without the GOAT. You saw it.
I saw a championship team last night.
I saw the GOAT. Oh, he was celebrating. And Shannon, I feel the gloating from afar right now. And that is why you're smiling so big, because the Lakers won their second straight overtime game last night, beating the Heat 120-117. Jimmy Butler left the game with a sprained ankle, and Russell Westbrook took advantage, finishing with a triple-double and leading the team and scoring with 25 points. So, Shannon, what is the biggest reason the Lakers finally beat a good team?
Well, Skip, again, they got a third scoring option, because normally it's been, you know, sometimes it's always AD. AD's been there all year long. And, you know, the other night it was Melo. And then, you know, Russ had his ups and downs, but last night it was Malik Monk. Malik Monk was sensational. Actually, the bench was sensational, because Melo is a bench player. Skip, I think sometimes we forget that, because he's been such a starter and a great player for such a long time. We forget that Melo comes off the bench now. But Malik Monk and Wayne Ellington, Skip, they shot the lights out of the ball last night, and they needed every big shot. Malik Monk had, I'm looking at 27 points last night, Skip, and if you go back and look at the fourth quarter, he and Russ had 21 of their 30 points. And so that was the difference in the ball game, Skip, because you look at 4:45 left in the ball game, they're down 9. Those are games that the Lakers normally lose. Yep. They go on a 13-2 run and get back and tie this thing up, and really should have won it in regulation. And the Heat missed some easy looks down the stretch. Tyler Hero had a wide open three that would have given them the game in regulation. And I'm glad he kind of got cold at the end of the ball game. But I think, Skip, as long as you can find that third scoring option, because when they signed Russ, that's one of the reasons that they signed Russ, so he can be the third scoring option, because you can pretty much count on him. He's going to do one thing, Skip. He's going to put up enough shots where he get points, but if you let him have the ball too much, he's also going to turn the ball over enough that you're going to feel like, damn, we could possibly lose this ball game. And again, he almost had a quadruple double. Skip, I think I'm going to start charting,
he did have
because I think they're really generous with Russ on the turnovers, because they only had him for 8, but by my calculation, it might have been 10 or 11.
I agree.
But I'll leave him at 8. But Skip, down the stretch, he played really well. He made some big shots down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Now, I believe he could have got a better shot. And at no point in time, when I saw him get the ball, he waved him off. And it's like 12 seconds. I said, nobody else is getting this ball. Russ is going to take this last shot. And I said, we're going to overtime. At no point in time did I think that shot he was about to shoot was going to go in. But I believe the biggest difference in this ball game, Skip, was our bench. You get 51 points from your bench, and you get Wayne Ellington, who's just coming back. He was 4 of 6 from the three line. Malik Monk was 4 of 7 from the 3 line. And Skip, when you look at it, that was the difference. 18 to 38 from the 3. That's 47%. 50% from the floor. You're supposed to lose this game. If you turn the ball over 22 times and the other team turns it over 14, they go 27 of 35 from the free throw line. You go 10 of 16 from the free throw line. But when you make 18 threes out of 38, when you shoot 50% from the floor, you're going to give yourself a chance. The game probably shouldn't have been this close if the Lakers just do a better job of taking care of the basketball. They didn't, but they found a way to win. Skip, we've talked about this for the first 2-3 weeks of the season, is that they're finding ways to lose. Where last night, they dug down. down 9 with 4:45 left, go on that run, and they found a way to get the game to overtime and win the ball game. I like what I saw because you do know this, whether it's 1 month, 1 week, or 2 months, GOAT James is coming back. And when he comes back, with the way Monk is playing, Wayne Ellington is getting back into shape. Avery Bradley gave us some quality minutes last night. You are in trouble.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot all about LeGon James. I don't know whatever happened. Oh, yeah. He was that guy in street clothes last night.
Cheering.
Who was head coaching the Lakers. Did you see LeBron? He took the game over. He imposed his will on the game while in street clothes. LeBron James was constantly arguing with or conferring with the referees like he was in charge of the team. I actually liked it because it created aura and mystique. Another home game for the Lakers. And by the way, LeBron rigged the schedule for the Lakers to have 12 of their first 15 games at home. I have never, ever seen anything like it. Just when I thought the home streak had ended, the home stretch. Now, here comes Minnesota, San Antonio, and then the Bulls. That's back-to-back San Antonio Bulls on Sunday, Monday night.
I cannot wait.
Will it ever end? I mean, is this the first time in the history of the league that a team's going to play like 60 of 82 games at home? I don't know.
Man, you know good when they're not playing no 60, no 82 games at home.
Yeah, but at least LeBron finally just said, I'm not even going to disguise it anymore. I'm going to act as the head coach because we know he is the head coach. We know he is the GM. You even agreed with me yesterday. Yeah, he's the GM. This is the team that he put together wrongly, in your estimation.
You know what, Skip? When I saw LeBron standing there last night and he was coaching, you know, he's helping giving guys some pointers.
Yep.
I said, man, Skip Bayless going to talk about he's doing Frank Vogel's job. They need to get rid of I knew you were going to say something like this. I just knew it.
I led the show with it. And by the way, I did like your Freudian slip, your reference to the basketball being a football, because Russell Westbrook often dribbles a basketball like it's a football. And as you know, it would be very difficult to dribble a football, right? Because it's oblong and it has points on the end, and it would just bounce haywire on you. And that's how Russ often seems to dribble the ball, especially last night in overtime. Which brings me to my biggest takeaway from last night. I thought the Lakers were extremely lucky to finally beat a good team. And I do give you Miami is a good team, especially when Miami has Jimmy Butler, their leading scorer, and their clutch scorer, their home James scorer, as referring to LeBron, because Jimmy Butler obviously turned his ankle near the end of the first quarter and was gone for the last 3 quarters and overtime of this game, or I would suggest to you that the Heat would have figured a way to win this game. So that was the first break that you got. And in the end, I was not all that impressed with the victory because the basketball gods shone on you last night. The basketball gods said, let there be Lakers tonight because you got one break after another. And I'm going to start with the shot that Russell Westbrook made at the end of the third quarter to cut it down to only a 4-point game. It seemed like it was about to be over. And can we see Westbrook's shot here at the end of the third quarter?
You talking about that bank three?
Up, and the bank is open. And I don't think he aimed at the backboard. I think he shot it so long and so hard that it banked in. Way to go, Russell Westbrook.
You told him to bank the shot in. You say that's his shot. You say he should start banking threes.
Okay, do you think he aimed? I don't think he aimed on that one.
No, he didn't.
Thank you.
No.
Okay, so that was the first sign that it's just going to be your night. So then, to your point, all of a sudden, the Heat lead by 9 with 4:45 left, and then comes the fateful, pivotal moment of this game. Duncan Robinson had a horrendous game. Let me just sum it up on Duncan Robinson. He was 4 of 16 from the floor. He was 3 of 13 from 3, and he went to the free throw line late and missed 2 out of 3 after he got fouled on a 3-point play. So he couldn't even make his free throws, and he's like that because he's a much better 3-point shooter than free throw shooter.
Which is odd.
Yeah, don't ask me to explain. Okay, so we get to the pivotal moment. This is 4:07 left in the game. To go up, back up 9 points, can we see Duncan Robinson? He gets wide open for a layup on Malik Monk, a left-handed lay-in. He's just going to lay it in, and he blows it. And Monk comes back to the other end and says, I got this. And he shoots it from way downtown, and makes it. And all of a sudden, I look up and I say, wait a second. You just cut it back to 4 points. You're back in the game. And then can we see your next sign that the gods were with you? The Avery Bradley three. This is 3:12 left in the game. This is to cut it to a 3-point game. Here's Avery Bradley. And he was been hot. He'd made his first 3 threes.
Yeah.
And he just rips it in off the glass. Did he aim for glass? Nothing but glass.
No.
He almost broke the glass. He and Westbrook, I think they needed to go check the glass, make sure it wasn't cracked by either of those shots. Both of them fell, and that's when I said, okay, it's just the Lakers' night. And then a shock to me happened down the stretch. Under a minute left, Russell Westbrook, not Brick, Russell Westbrook said, give me the damn ball and get out of my way. And what did he do at 52 seconds left and then at 27.4 seconds left? Could we please see Westbrook in action?
Yeah.
He dared him to take that jump shot, and he nailed it. I was like, you made it. And then he just drives in the lane on P.J. Tucker and shoots a fadeaway, and he makes it. These are 2 big-time clutch shots to put the Lakers up 2 and the Lakers up 2.
I'm actually going to leave that.
That's what I said. Let's nominate him for mayor of L.A. because I thought he had won the game. But then we come back to the other end, and I'm not sure that Westbrook was guarding P.J. Tucker because it's kind of hard to see on this play. But
no, I think you talking about the putback. No, I think it's Melo. That's Melo. You see Melo leaves. Okay. Melo, that was Melo's guy.
It's probably Melo. It's probably Melo. But it's also up to Russ to at least.
Okay, 30 seconds after the video. That's going to be it for me. Woo! Yeah, that was actually pretty comedy. Skip is always a hater. Shout out to Shannon. I fuck with Skip, though. I fuck with both of them. I don't hate on Skip like he hates on LeBron, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Dude, I was playing Xbox yesterday. This dude told me that he don't fuck with LeBron, and LeBron does shit that anyone can do. I was talking about how they went with the Cavs, and he was like, oh, the Cavs were good without LeBron. I'm like, what? The Cavs never even smelt the playoffs without that nigga LeBron. I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. That's going to be it for me, right? Like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, LiLToke__. Get money. Be safe. Don't get sick. Stay in school. Have a good role model. I'm out.